Welcome to Chroma Celebs. I'm Rose, bringing you the latest shocking updates on Sister Wives. Unexpected twists, emotional moments, and unbelievable drama. Stay tuned till the end. The real reason Kody and Robyn wouldn't answer certain questions at the Sister Wives S19 tell-all. Kody Brown and Robyn Brown stayed tight-lipped during the Sister Wives Season 19 tell-all, and their silence may reveal more than their words ever could. Kody and Robyn's relationship began during Sister Wives Season 1 when Robyn was introduced as Kody's fourth wife. They met through mutual friends, forming a strong connection. Their courtship included traditional steps like chaperone dates, and they married in 2010. Over time, Robyn became Kody's only remaining wife as his other marriages ended. Their bond has often been seen as the strongest, which caused tension with the other wives and drew criticism from fans. Kody's marriage to Robyn greatly impacted his relationships with his other wives and children. As he appeared to give Robyn more attention and time, tension grew within the family. His emotional distance from Meri, Janelle, and Christine led to the breakdown of those marriages. The favoritism shown toward Robyn also strained Kody's bonds with several of his older children, many of whom felt ignored or rejected. This shift created lasting divides within the once unified plural family. Kody and Robyn continue to deny that favoritism played a role in the family's breakdown, refusing to fully accept how their actions affected others. During the Sister Wives Season 19 tell-all, Kody and Robyn Brown noticeably avoided answering some of the more difficult questions. When asked about the early stages of their relationship, Kody dismissed the topic, while Robyn called the footage disturbing and chose not to elaborate. Their lack of openness frustrated viewers who hoped for real insight. The tell-all was meant to bring clarity, but their vague responses left many questions unanswered. Fans were especially interested in the emotional timeline of their courtship, but the couple remained tight-lipped. Their reluctance to share sparked renewed speculation among viewers. Many believed Kody and Robyn's silence was a way to avoid accountability for the family's ongoing tensions. Questions around favoritism, family division, and past arguments were either brushed off or carefully dodged. While other wives opened up about their emotions and struggles, Kody and Robyn's guarded approach stood out. The lack of transparency added to existing frustrations among fans, who felt the tell-all didn't offer the honest reflection it promised. As a result, the couple's relationship continues to be a point of controversy. Kody and Robyn seemed careful about what they shared during the Sister Wives Season 19 tell-all, likely because they didn't want to make themselves look worse. Instead of giving clear answers, they avoided tough questions and stayed vague when talking about sensitive topics. Robyn called some clips disturbing, and Kody quickly shut down certain conversations. Fans noticed how different their approach was compared to the other wives, who were more open. Their silence made viewers feel like they were hiding something or protecting their image, which only added to the criticism they've already received throughout the season. During the Sister Wives Season 19 tell-all, Kody and Robyn Brown seemed determined to control the narrative. They avoided difficult topics and gave short, careful answers. Instead of addressing emotional moments or past mistakes, they tried to stay calm and collected, as if they had nothing to explain. Robyn appeared especially focused on not getting emotional, possibly to avoid seeming weak. Their behavior gave off the impression that they wanted to come out of the tell-all looking composed, stable, and unaffected by the drama that had surrounded the family all season. Sister Wives viewers felt Kody and Robyn were more interested in saving face than being honest. While the other wives spoke openly about their pain, Kody and Robyn chose to keep things light or shift blame. This made it seem like they wanted to appear as the winners of the tell-all, staying above the tension and conflict. However, their strategy may have backfired. Fans saw their lack of openness as cold and dismissive, adding to the criticism they already face. Rather than earning sympathy, their guarded attitude left many feeling frustrated and unconvinced. The Sister Wives Season 19 tell-all event was supposed to be a culmination of raw truth, untangled emotion, and long-awaited answers. It promised to bring the kind of closure that viewers had yearned for over more than a decade of watching the Brown family's journey. However, the heavily anticipated sit-down left fans with more questions than answers, particularly surrounding Kody and Robyn Brown. While the other wives, Christine, Janelle, and Meri, spoke with surprising honesty and vulnerability, Kody and Robyn's evasiveness became a glaring spotlight throughout the special. And as the silence thickened, so did the speculation. Fans were left wondering, what were Kody and Robyn hiding, and why were they unwilling to speak openly when it mattered most? From the moment the tell-all began, there was a distinct contrast in energy. Christine spoke passionately about her decision to leave and her hopes for a better future. Janelle stood firm in her autonomy, expressing how much more peace she felt since her separation from Kody. Mary, though more subdued, still opened up about years of emotional neglect and her newfound sense of clarity. But when it came time for Kody and Robyn to speak, their answers were shrouded in vague spiritual platitudes, half-hearted deflections, and sudden changes of subject. Kody's notorious reputation for emotional outbursts, long-winded monologues, and controlling behavior didn't vanish during the tell-all. But this time, his weapon of choice wasn't anger, it was strategic omission. Questions that probed into his relationship with Robyn, his absence from his older children's lives, or the emotional wreckage left behind in his other marriages were met with either silence or circular, confusing logic. Robyn, for her part, tried to portray herself as the peacekeeper, yet her soft-spoken replies only stirred deeper mistrust. Viewers noticed a pattern. The more sensitive or controversial the topic, the less willing Kody and Robyn were to give a straight answer. As the tell-all aired, social media erupted. Longtime fans took to platforms like Reddit, TikTok, and Twitter, dissecting every non-answer and every uncomfortable pause. Many believed that Kody and Robyn's selective silence wasn't just evasive, it was calculated. Over the course of the season, and especially leading up to the tell-all, their image had taken serious hits. Critics accused them of dismantling the very foundation of the plural family they claimed to love. For many, the silence was its own answer. Kody and Robyn didn't want to reveal truths that would further damage their already fragile public perception. There's also the question of loyalty, perhaps not to each other but to the Sister Wives brand. After all, the show has been a massive financial lifeline for the Browns. The tell-all, like every other aspect of the series, is tightly edited and produced by TLC. There's no telling how much input or censorship occurs behind the scenes. Still, the way Kody and Robyn danced around key questions suggested a deeper, more personal agenda. Their silence appeared less about protecting others and more about protecting themselves. One of the most glaring omissions was any honest discussion about Kody's relationship with his children, particularly those who have openly expressed pain and estrangement like Gwendolyn, Paydon, and even Michael T. When asked about the family dynamics post-divorce, Kody gave short, disjointed replies, sometimes dismissing his kids' emotional needs by saying they were adults now or didn't want a relationship. The lack of accountability was palpable. Robyn, too, deflected any role she might have played in the breakdown of these family ties, claiming to just want unity while dodging specific details. The narrative carefully crafted by Kody and Robyn throughout season 19 was one of victimhood. Robyn repeatedly claimed that she never wanted to be the only wife, and that the collapse of the plural family devastated her. But fans pointed out that her actions often told a different story. She seemed to relish in her role as the sole legal wife, with exclusive access to Kody's time, affection, and emotional bandwidth. When asked directly during the tell-all about whether she felt she had been unfairly favored by Kody, Robyn hesitated. Her long pause spoke volumes. She eventually answered with a vague statement about how she never asked to be the favorite, but it was clear she didn't want to address how that favoritism may have contributed to the others walking away. Another major flashpoint was the topic of finances. For years, Sister Wives fans have speculated that Kody and Robyn's spending habits, particularly their purchase of a massive house in Flagstaff, contributed to tensions among the wives. Questions about shared debt, the family's communal finances, and who pays for what were all sidestepped. When the host tried to press them, Robyn simply said, "We try to be fair," while Kody waved it off with comments about personal responsibility. Neither was willing to give real clarity, which only fueled theories that they've been living off the communal pot long after the other wives stopped benefiting from it. There was also a deeply emotional and complicated conversation that never fully happened, the one about Garrison Brown's tragic death. Although the tell-all did mention him, and the family briefly honored his memory, fans were shocked by how little Kody said. His relationship with Garrison had been strained for years, and Garrison had been vocal about feeling abandoned by his father. Yet, when asked to reflect on the impact of Garrison's death, Kody reverted to spiritual abstractions, speaking vaguely about grief and the eternal nature of families without truly addressing the real raw heartbreak at the core. Robyn looked tearful but said nothing substantial either. It felt like a missed opportunity for healing, and a stark refusal to own up to past failings. Some fans believe the real reason for Kody and Robyn's dodging lies in denial. For years, Kody has painted himself as the head of a unified, divinely guided family. To admit that his decisions led to a fractured household would be to admit failure, not just as a husband and father but as a man of faith. Robyn, too, has positioned herself as a spiritual woman who came into the family to unite it, not destroy it. Admitting her role in the family's demise would shatter that carefully curated image. The tell-all was a chance to show vulnerability, but for Kody and Robyn, vulnerability would mean relinquishing control of the narrative they've so desperately tried to maintain. There's also the growing suspicion that Robyn has more power than she lets on. Some fans speculate that she has a significant say in what Kody will or won't discuss publicly. Her calm demeanor, often interpreted as submissiveness, may actually be a mask for the person who now drives the family's direction. The way Kody defers to her and the way their answers seem coordinated suggests that much of their media appearance is a joint performance. This could explain why they were both so guarded during the tell-all. They were sticking to a script. In the wake of the tell-all, the backlash was intense. Fans accused Kody of weaponizing silence to dodge accountability and Robyn of feigning innocence while hiding behind her tears. What could have been a redemptive moment turned into another chapter of confusion and frustration. Even Meri, who had long remained diplomatic, hinted in her own segment that some people just don't want to face the truth, a line that many took as a direct jab at Kody and Robyn. Despite everything, there's still a segment of viewers who feel sympathy for Kody and Robyn. They argue that the couple has been under relentless scrutiny, and that their refusal to answer certain questions might stem from emotional fatigue. It's possible they feel ganged up on by the show, by the other wives, by the public. But critics counter that these two chose to remain in the spotlight. They could have walked away from the cameras just like Christine and Janelle did. Their decision to stay means they have a responsibility to be honest, especially in a tell-all setting. As the dust settles from season 19, one thing is clear: the story of Sister Wives is no longer just about polygamy, it's about accountability. The silence from Kody and Robyn spoke louder than any words they could have said. And whether intentional or not, that silence painted a picture more damning than any confession. Kody and Robyn's refusal to address the hard questions didn't just affect their reputation, it affected the entire Brown family legacy. Fans who have been emotionally invested for years felt betrayed. Viewers who once rooted for the family to work through their challenges now feel like they've been watching a slow-motion train wreck orchestrated by two people unwilling to look in the mirror. Ultimately, the real reason Kody and Robyn wouldn't answer certain questions at the season 19 tell-all may never be fully known. But for those who have been watching closely, the clues are all there. Fear of accountability, desire for control, a need to protect a carefully constructed image, and perhaps beneath it all a deep, gnawing awareness that the truth might be too painful to bear, not just for the audience but for themselves. As season 19 has started to calm down, Sister Wives fans are trying to piece together the broken parts of the polygamous family. Between losing Garrison Brown and Kody Brown finally admitting he had a favorite wife, the love is officially dead. Season 19 showed many rocky moments, but 3 stood out to me. As a viewer, I believe these incidents changed the course of the family forever. Let's take a look. As Sister Wives fans know, Janelle Brown has always had a head for numbers. Since season 1, she has been touted as the banker of the polygamous family. When someone had an idea, Janelle would see if it financially made sense. If it were up to her, the family would have built and moved onto Coyote Pass long ago. But new claims from Kody has made viewers' heads spin. During the tell-all, Janelle noted, "I never felt like I had much control over my own money because everybody was pulling from the same account." And while at first, Janelle thought a family money pilot was a good idea, eventually, everyone started having resentment. The mother of 6 added, "We set our family up that way. But, like, toward the end, it was just really hard." When we all first started, there was kind of like this thing where we weighed in on what bills should be paid, how we were going to pay, who got priority. Janelle continued. And then the last several years, Kody would just take out funds and I don't know what for. And the money was just being spent, and lots of it. Kody countered and denied the allegations. He claimed, I was a father to 18 and a husband to more than just Janelle. So we had a lot of places that money needed to go that weren't always Janelle's business. What's that saying? Money is the root of all evil. Arguably, Meri Brown was one of the only wives to welcome Robyn Brown with open arms. Even though it was a move that eventually would backfire, she tried to be kind to the fourth and favorite wife. During the reunion, the mother of one noted, I don't think that's fair for him to even say, after the patriarch noted he wished his wives were more like Robyn. Meri argued that Kody wanted to raise every wife up to a level of divine love that he experienced with Robyn. But that wasn't the case. Meri was visibly annoyed in her confessional. She stated, We're all supposed to be Robyn? I'm sorry, I am Meri. I'm not going to be Robyn. She added, I'm going to be my own individual person. I don't want to be her. During the season, it finally dawned on Meri that Robyn was not her friend. She had been used and ghosted, leaving the former first wife to question her loyalty. It didn't take long for Meri to realize she had to leave Kody and never look back. After 10 years of watching Sister Wives, Kody finally admitted what everyone knew. He loved Robyn above all else. Kody broke all the rules when it came to Robyn. He courted her for an extended period of time. The duo had sexual intercourse before marriage. He stole secret kisses. And even helped pick out her wedding dress. So when the news finally left his lips that he just preferred Robyn more, no one was surprised. Just relieved. Who knew a luggage rack could spark such controversy? But when it came to the other women, Kody would always take the rack for his stuff while their suitcases stayed on the floor. When Robyn was asked if she got the luggage rack, she replied, yes. This is so stupid. The host then asked, did you not know that it was a pet peeve of theirs? Robyn answered, I had no idea. Maybe I put my luggage up there first, I don't know. It's not like a big thing. But the comment was huge as it clearly indicated that Kody cared more about Robyn. The mother of five's lackadaisical attitude only added fuel to the fire, as it proved she also knew her place in the hierarchy. Throughout the demise of his plural marriages, Sister Wives Kody Brown has seemingly rewritten history to spare his own ego, and at this point his simply being cruel to his former wives. Kody and his original 4 wives, Meri Brown, Christine Brown, Janelle Brown, and Robyn Brown, set out to prove that polygamy could work when done right. Sister Wives followed the family for 19 seasons, but it wasn't until Sister Wives season 16 that cracks began to show. Christine was the first wife to officially leave, and she was followed by Janelle and Meri. Kody and Robyn remain in a monogamous marriage today. In the aftermath of his divorces, Kody has struggled to find normalcy again. He took the breakups hard and seemed to be blindsided by them, despite most viewers of Sister Wives knowing this was a long time coming. Instead of owning up to his mistakes, Kody has decided to rewrite history, and his biggest confession was that he never actually loved any of his wives aside from Robyn. It's clear Kody is using this as a way to hurt his former wives, which he continues to do. Kody used the Sister Wives season 19 one-on-one episodes to wax poetic about meeting and falling in love with Robyn while he had 3 other wives. In a clip shared to TikTok by TLC, Kody described how his relationship with Robyn was true love, but that there were so many haters, including his former wives presumably, that wanted to ruin it for him. Kody can't see how his relationship with Robyn would be very painful to his former wives.